Hello people, it's Admiral Skullface Imperial here, and today I'm showing you all the premium ships I have on World Warship Blitz, and that's all the way from Tier 2 to Tier 8 that I have so far. Now, I have realized that most of my premium ships are actually either American or Japanese, that I have realized. Let's just load in here. Any second now. I'll probably just turn down the sound so you guys can hear me better. Let me just turn down the sound. So, all the premiums I have so far, I'm going to go from the lowest tier to the highest tier. The first one I have to show you here is the Misaka. I got this during the Halloween event from last year. And otherwise, she's actually a pretty good battleship. She's the lowest tier battleship in the entire game. She's honestly a pretty good battleship, but really slow. Her top speed is around 16 knots. So yeah, that's kind of really slow. Here are the stats for her. I know I got her from Halloween last year. I just haven't played her for much. The second ship I have to show you is the Dreadnought. This ship I got, and when I actually purchased some gold, and she was the first purchase reward. And to be honest, this is the only premium ship I have with historical camouflage. Yeah, I don't get gold that much. And to be honest, she's also a pretty good battleship, but at least she's not as slow as the Misaka. Now, what's one thing that I like about this battleship? Well, overall, just the history of this ship, actually, because this is known as the first modern battleship. And she's honestly a very good battleship. Next up is the Aurora. The Aurora I got on, actually, I don't remember which event I got on, but I know I got on during the sonar raffle. She's a meh cruiser. The best way to describe her is basically a St. Louis, but with a little bit less armor, but a little bit better guns. So yeah, a little bit less and a little bit more of everything. The second one to show you is the, let's see, Tier 3, so now Tier 4. And that is the Uabri. And this is my favorite ship in the entire game. Well, almost. Well, actually, yes, it is my favorite ship in the entire game. This one I got during, actually, my first year in World of Warships. And this was during, I got this ship also during a sonar raffle. And to be honest, just to show you how much I like this ship, I have 39k just stocked up on this. I've been playing this ship a lot. And honestly, I love it. Now on to Tier 5, the only Tier 5 premium I have, and that is the Yahagi. This I got during the last Blitz Pass. I rarely spend money on this game, and to spend money I actually have to get permission from my grandmother. And, yeah. Hold on, what? Oh, Blitz Royale. Okay, so that's something I gotta make a video about. But this ship, it's kind of a meh for me. I'll be doing a video on its own. Showing each ship off. This video is just going to be showing you the premium ships I have and all that stuff. But yeah, next up, Tier 6. And I have quite a few. Nope, not that direction, not that direction. Now, if I remember correctly, the only Tier 6 premium I have is the Anglais, which is the only premium destroyer I have. The Anglais is, in fact, also the only French destroyer in the game at this time. To be honest, I hope they add the French tech tree. Well, destroyer tech tree, I mean, sorry. X-13. This ship is also really good, and the best way that I use this ship is actually as a destroyer cruiser hunter. This thing is really good. The torpedoes load really fast, which is a good buff. Sorry. And honestly, it's good. It has fast rate of fire, and also it has a reload boost, so that is also really helpful. And this thing can be a dedicated destroyer killer, and I recommend using it as a destroyer killer. Next up, Tier 7. And Tier 7, I actually have quite a few. This one is the one that I'm most proud of, and I've actually gotten recently. And I've wanted this ship for a very long time, and that is the Atlanta. This thing is a true destroyer killer, but I wouldn't recommend going up against cruisers. This thing is extremely good. Because you see those turrets? Those are the same turrets that the battleships... Hold on, let me just get to West Virginia. That's the same turrets that the battleships use as secondaries, and she has 16 of them. Because 6 here, 6 here, 7, 8, 6, 6, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 guns! This thing can be an absolute beast. Not to mention, she is the only American cruiser above Tier 5 to actually have torpedoes. Yeah, trust me, I remember the first time I met this thing in a battle, I thought she didn't have torpedoes. Man, it surprised me. Next up is the West Virginia. This ship I actually got by accident, believe it or not. I was just taking a break from World War ships, and then about a week later I decided, why the hell not, and I decided to go back on. And then, to my surprise, I get a screen saying, "Welcome back, Commander." It gave me 800 gold, which I actually used to get keys, which actually helped me get this. And 14 days of premium, which I'm actually on the last day of that premium time. And some other stuff. And she's honestly a pretty good battleship, though I wouldn't recommend going up close. I would recommend using her as a sniper, but I'll make a video on her all by itself. And now my highest tier premium, and that is the Enterprise. This ship I actually did not want to get, believe it or not. I've said before how I was close to getting the Enterprise, and how I mentioned in some of the early videos that I got the Enterprise. Believe it or not, I actually didn't want to get the Enterprise. I only got the Enterprise because it's the only premium aircraft carrier I ever gotten close to getting, and I just decided, why the hell not, as might as well go full on in. Because, to be honest, I would rather have gotten the Ark Royal or Kaga besides this, and they're lower tier than this. But hey, at least I was able to get the portrait I have now because of this, and honestly, it's my mainstay portrait. And I think that's all the premiums. Let me just go back, because sometimes I forget the premiums I have. Yeah, and I have a port slot open, so I can be ready for the Italian tech tree. Yeah, I think that's all. Yeah, that's all the premiums. And yeah, I'll be doing their own respective videos, but that will be after, probably, or maybe in between the next few videos. But yeah, this. By the way, I actually got my first Tier 8. Well, Tier 8 that's not a premium, and that is the Benson. Why do I mention that? Because right now, when I first started playing this game, I was maining the American Destroyer tech tree. Because if you haven't heard me say it before, my great-grandfather served on a Fletcher-class destroyer. So the minute I started the game, I just rampaged through, and I got to the Clemson. Then I just started looking at other ships. And now, the Fletcher is literally the next ship in line. One thing to note, though, my grandfather, who was on the Fletcher, was on USS Porterfield, DD-682. But the thing is, Porterfield was a square bridge. Now, this is a round bridge design. The square bridge came in later in the war. I don't know the exact specifics of why they created a square bridge. But to be honest, the square bridge does look better. Oh, by the way, one thing to note before you go. Nope. Actually, you know what? Yeah, because I don't want to get any invites in between this. Now, I'm going to go to port. And If you've been looking for ports, you probably noticed a new port called Toronto, which you can only get if you have a tier 6 Italian cruiser or higher, or if you quick unlock it at 500 gold. And to be honest, this port, as soon as I get a tier 6, this is going to be my new port, besides London. But, if you want to get an early look at the Italian tech tree, click on Research Ship, and you see the Italian tech tree. However, it's a good thing, because they knew this would probably happen, so they didn't put any of the tech tree ships here. All they have are the tech tree premium ships. And the only tech tree premium ship that's here is the Julius Caesar. I actually had the ability to get the Julius Caesar when I was in the medium crate, but I decided not to, because I'm going to save those 8 keys for someone else. But yeah, that's all the premium ships I have. I'll be doing respective videos on their own, and keep an eye out for those videos. Otherwise, keep an eye out for the review I'm doing on the SU-100 model that will be coming out soon. And that will pretty much be it. So, thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned until next time. Bye.